Now that we understand God is found in the sacred scriptures, what do these divinely inspired texts actually convey about God and our relationship with Him? The question is, quote, what do the scriptures principally teach? I am going to break this particular video down into points, like I once did with all my content. First off, the Bible does not teach us everything. Rather, the Catechism says, quote, it teaches us what we are to believe concerning God and what God requires of man. For those of us that don't know, the intention of the scriptures are to emphasize the extraordinary interactions between God and man. John 30:30-31 says, quote, Jesus performed many other signs in the presence of his disciples that are not written in this book. But these are written so that you may believe Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, and by believing you may have life in his name. Because of the biblical emphasis on extraordinary interactions, one might misguidedly think that the miraculous is ordinary, but that is not the case. In fact, miracles are exceedingly rare, and the Lord operates mostly through natural or very average means. Our next big point is that though the Bible does not teach us everything, it is necessary to understand everything. Without first acknowledging the one true and living God, all other studies are fruitless, and we are incapable of coming to the fullness of the knowledge of the truth. For instance, science requires order in the universe, and therefore someone to instill order. One assumes that the laws of reality will not change, and the Christian is certain that they will not, because science is the studying and admiring of God's structured and orderly creation, not the futile attempt to understand an accident, but a quest to understand God through what He has made. History is God's providential hand moving throughout the mortal world for thousands upon thousands of years. It is through history that we understand how God has blessed us and how we have failed Him. Those that understand their history shall not repeat their failings, but those that don't understand will be doomed to repeat them. The focus of most of the Catechism is belief, and then, later in the text, how that belief ought to manifest itself. After all, what is the point of doing good things without understanding why you're doing them? Isn't the virtue of charity that it is done out of love and selflessness? Likewise, the virtue of the Christian lifestyle is that it is the external manifestation of a loving relationship with the God of the Bible. Micah 6:8 says, quote, mankind, He has told you what is good, and what it is the Lord requires of you, to act justly, to love faithfulness, and to walk humbly with your God. This means that what we believe matters. If you believe God is hateful toward sinners, then we ought to behave hatefully toward them also. If Jesus wasn't God, then how does that affect our view of salvation and atonement? These are the questions that the scriptures address, and this is what they say. God loves all sinners and wants us to change, and Jesus Christ is the image of the Father and the perfect imprint of His nature. If you don't have a Bible already, I strongly suggest that you get one. Most churches would happily supply you with a Bible, but if you'd rather buy one, there will be links in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, enable notifications, and join my Discord server. God bless.